Hey guys, I am Tyler with Secure Team. Billions of years ago, a lake once filled the 96-mile-wide GALE crater being explored by NASA's Mars rover Curiosity, bolstering evidence that the planet most like Earth in the solar system was suitable for life. The new findings combine more than 2 years of data collected by the rover since its sky crane landing inside GALE crater in August of 2012. Scientists discovered stacks of rocks containing water-deposited sediments inclined toward the crater's center, which now sports a 3-mile-wide mound called Mount Sharp. That would mean that Mount Sharp didn't exist during a period of time roughly 3.5 billion years ago when the crater was filled with water. Curiosity researchers told reporters during a conference call. Finding the inclined strata was a complete surprise, said lead scientist John Grotzinger with the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena. Sedimentary geology is the cutting edge for trying to understand the Earth. When oil companies collect seismic surveys across places, they're looking for inclined strata because then you get geometry that tells you where the rocks are that you're looking for. Shortly after landing, Curiosity found that Mars once had the chemical ingredients and the environmental conditions needed to support life, fulfilling the primary goal of its mission. The rover then began driving toward Mount Sharp to look for other habitable niches and learn if life-friendly environments actually existed long enough for life to evolve. A complicated question since scientists don't even know how long it took for life to form on Earth. The size of the lake in GALE crater and the length of time and series that the water was showing up implies that there may have been sufficient time for life to get going and thrive, said the Mars Exploration Program scientist Michael Meyer. The new studies, which have not yet been published, point to a series of wet and dry times at GALE crater, challenging a previously held notion that Mars' period of warm climate was early and relatively short-lived. All of that driving we did just didn't get us to Mount Sharp. It gave us the context to appreciate Mount Sharp, Grotzinger said of the rover, which has traveled around 5 miles since landing in 2012. Why the 3-mile-high Mount Sharp sits in the middle of GALE crater has been a puzzle for researchers. The rock layers, which alternate between river, lake, and wind deposits, indicate the repeated filling and evaporation of a Martian lake that was much larger and longer lasting than any previously examined. We are making headway in solving the mystery of Mount Sharp. Where there's now a mountain, there may have once been a series of large lakes. Curiosity is currently studying a section of rock 500 feet high called the Murray Formation, which contains the lowest sedimentary layers of Mount Sharp. Rivers carry sand and silt to the lake, depositing sediments at the mouth of the river to form deltas similar to those found on river mouths on Earth. This cycle occurred over and over again. This diagram here shows how the mountain inside GALE crater might have formed. The great thing about a lake that occurs repeatedly over and over is that each time it comes back, it is another experiment to tell you how the environment works. We found sedimentary rock suggestive of small ancient lakes stacked on top of one another, said Curiosity science team member Sanjeev Gupta of Imperial College in London. Curiosity crossed a boundary from an environment dominated by rivers to an environment dominated by large lakes. Curiosity's sole mission is to assess ancient, potentially habitable environments and the changes in the Martian environment over millions of years. The rover is just one element of NASA's ongoing Mars research and preparation for a planned human mission to Mars in the 2030s, and that by deciphering how Mount Sharp formed will also help guide plans for future missions to seek signs of Martian life. So what do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, check in the video description for sources and links to contact us, and as always, be sure to check back, share, and subscribe because we are definitely looking out for truth seekers like you and all around the globe. Stay safe, guys.